That it just has to be cleaned, you think? We have lens wipes in the back of the truck. These guys run low on time. Vin.
John, what's going on with your camera? Alright, let's try to move quick just because we're trying to go live.
Here come the Blue Devils.
Oh, they're like cheerleaders. Got pretty big. Alright, looks good.
Yeah, it's better.
You good
Yep,
now?
I see it looks great. Like,
When we get here, it's pouring rain, so we can't set off.
Oh.
And then they're like, oh, you can't be in the press box. So I'm like, well,
Stan,
what if it
you
rains
need a
again?
lens
Right.
wipe.
The computers will not, and then
no,
the
Stan.
tent situation. I'm like, this is crazy.
I have all the Hammonton sponsor reads saved to my phone from when you sent them.
You're good, because we have automatic videos for the sponsor.
Oh, okay.
So basically, Pat will just mix them through.
All right.
And then basically, since we can't see the scoreboard, I'm going to stand outside and do the score pad from out here.
Pat, are you up there?
Okay.
Do everything I can.
All right.
Oh.
It's going to be like playing a video game, dude. Connection established. We're good.
presentation of BFA Sports.
Football, for me personally, means a lot. I get excited every morning coming out here practicing with my team, and I just think that if I didn't have football, I wouldn't be as happy as I am now.
What football mean to me is like you gotta be compassionate, you gotta be physical, you gotta stay focused, always work hard. You always have to grind every day, make sure you stay fit.
Our guys, we put in a lot of effort. We coaches on us every day about effort, and we don't need to get talked to about our dedication. Everybody pretty much shows up when they need to show up, and they're all lifting, always doing their thing.
Practice is just like a game. Every time you gotta get to the field, do it hard. When you practice, it's just like a game. You gotta keep going hard, you gotta keep doing what you have to do, and just stay focused all the time.
Don't go too close. You're live, John.
It is time for Friday Night Football live from Timber Creek Regional High School as the Chargers host the Hammonton Blue Devils here on BFA Sports. Hello, everybody. I am Vin Avenue. Thanks for joining us here tonight on BFA Sports. It's the 4-2 Hammonton Blue Devils at the 5-0 Timber Creek Chargers. And this is an exciting matchup. So first for the visiting Hammonton Blue Devils, coming from the Division South Jersey Group 4. 113 points for, 93 against, and if you take away the 47 points they allowed to Cherokee, the defenses look good in all the other games. Now, same sort of argument for Timber Creek, 182 points for, 38 allowed, and a little bit of a inflated number there as well, as back in week 1, Timber Creek defeated Camden Catholic 68-0, and if you take away that game, this is an even matchup between Hammonton and Timber Creek, but an exciting one and a pivotal one as we get toward the end of the season. Of course, Timber Creek playing in South Jersey Group 3. Ready to go here. Timber Creek will receive the ball first.
If you need to loosen up your tripod.
And on senior night here from Sicklerville, New Jersey. Karan Brookins back to receive for Timber Creek, and we are underway. Kick inside the 5, and this one's going to be returned back up the middle, and a good start for Timber Creek. Finally making the tackle, DeAndre Clemens there on the stop for the Hammonton special teams.
Can you give me something?
And Timber Creek will get going on offense here. Again, a high-powered offense. Ready to hit the field against a Hammonton D who's had some games where they've been pretty stellar this season. So Brian Wright's sending out the offense for his Chargers deep inside their own territory. Chargers wearing blue tops, blue bottoms. Hammonton in the road white tops and the blue pants. Riley Hofacker to pass on first down. It's a pass in the flat. Complete to Marcus Upton, and a short gain there on first down for the Chargers. Good stop by DeAndre Clemens and the Blue Devils defense. We've seen make great stops when they need to so far this season, especially when it comes to plugging the run game. Now it's 2nd and 13 after a loss of 3 for the Chargers on first down. And this is going to be a run play, snuffed out and stuffed up. Conway stomped in the backfield for a loss. And those Blue Devils linebackers coming up big, as well as the line. Joey Gillen there on the stop for Hammonton, and that'll set up a 3rd and 15. And the Chargers looking to pass here on 3rd down. Holfacker in the shotgun, Conway to his left. Holfacker slings it right, pass complete, gain of maybe 2 on the play. And that'll force a 3 and out. So good job by the Hammonton Blue Devils defense here, snuffing out the run and getting right to the pass plays in the flat. And Victor Okendo will do the punting for the Chargers tonight. High snap, kick nearly blocked. Plays are going to go the length of the field, and poison call made. Touched up there by Terrell Smith. So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, and their offense will hit the field. Again, Hammonton coming into the game, scoring 113, allowing 93. 47 of those 93 came against Cherokee earlier in the season. Hammonton coming off a 21-6 win last week against Rancocas Valley at home, and lost 14-7 the week before that to Mainland, and won a close one, Eastern before that and Highland before that, following that loss to Hammonton. Kenny Smith in motion. Craig's going to toss him the rock on first down. He's going to run up the left sideline, gets a nice first down, a gain of 12 on the pass play to Kenny Smith. Kenny Smith, the big factor surrounding the Blue Devils offense. He's going to be a big part of their game, and not just in the running game. As you saw there on that pass in the flat, Kenny Smith definitely part of the passing game. And as we saw in the game earlier this season when Hammonton played against Eastern, Kenny Smith had that pick 6 in the first half that did the lone scoring for the Blue Devils in that first half, and, well, for Eastern as well. First set of downs, Kenny Smith in motion going right. And he's going to get the pass again here on first down. Finds a lane up the Hammonton Timber Creek sideline and gets to near the 30. And some extracurriculars after the play after Kenny Smith loses his helmet and gains another first down. So a gain of 16 for Kenny Smith. And already about 29 yards receiving on 2 plays to open up the drive for the Hammonton Blue Devils. And some more words being spoken between the Blue Devils and the Chargers here. So back-to-back first downs on consecutive plays for the Blue Devils offense on their opening drive. Forcing a 3 and out was their defense, and their offense rewarding that effort. And a sideline warning issued to Timber Creek. So now knocking on the door of the red zone. Camargo in motion left. He's going to get the pass here on this first down. Looking for a lane, barrels through a couple linebackers, and gains about 8 yards on that first down catch. So 3 consecutive passes by Drew Craig to get things going for the Blue Devils offense here. You saw earlier in the season, Blue Devils were going heavy on the run and a little bit on the pass, and slowly over the last 3-4 weeks, Hammonton's gone to the air a little bit more. Mostly passes in the flat, but Craig has aired it out a few times as well. 2nd down and 3 for the Blue Devils. Kenny Smith going in motion right. It's going to be a handoff to Clemens, and it looks like he may have got the first down. We'll see where they spot it. 3rd and short. So a little trickery in the backfield for Hammonton, and they've got a 3rd and manageable here. This is 4th down territory, I believe, for the Blue Devils. In case you just joined us, Timber Creek 3 and out, and this is Hammonton's first offensive drive of the game. Craig in the pistol. Gives it to Kenny Smith, and denied of the first down marker. Good tackle by Amir Reason Dallas, the linebacker for the Chargers, coming up and making the play. That'll bring a 4th down. Kenny Smith may have gained a yard there. As it turns out, a loss on the play. And we'll see what the Blue Devils do here on 4th down. Coming into the game, they're Craig after getting the play, so indeed 4-down territory for the Blue Devils. Got a beach ball going in the bleachers here at Timber Creek High School. Craig in the shotgun. He's got Kenny Smith there. 4-receiver set. It's a fake. Craig rolls out to Joey Gillen. He's got the 1st down and a little bit more. Tackled on the play by Marcus Upton, and Joey Gillen coming up big for the Blue Devils on a 4th and short. So I don't get the Blue Devils right at the door of the red zone. And they executed the right play there on 4th and short.
John, can you zoom in a little bit more, get a little bit tighter? That's good, buddy. 1 take 1.
And a penalty to boot there on Timber Creek that'll put Hammonton at the 16-yard line. So Hammonton just a little bit closer here, ready to score. Caden Gamble, receiver all the way to the left. Kenny Smith in motion left. He gets the pitch on the left side, looking for a lane. Gets to the 5, looking for another lane, trying to push the pile, heading towards the 4-yard line. Stopped just there. And a gain of 6 for Kenny Smith. And timeout called by Timber Creek. And we'll take a timeout as well as they talk things over ahead of this important down.
Since 1952, the DiDonato Family Fun Center has been the place to take your team for bowling, food, drinks, and now even ice cream. 26 lanes, the Alley Bar and Grill, pin deck ice cream, arcade games, and more, all in store for you at the DiDonato Family Fun Center. It's on the White Horse Pike in Hammonton, and you can check them out online at DiDonatoFunCenter.com.
Following the timeout, Hammonton knocking on the door, ready to put the first scorer on the board for the day. Opening drive for the Hammonton offense after the defense forced a 3-and-out on Timber Creek. And Craig under center here. He's got Clemens and Kenny Smith in the backfield. It's Clemens who gets the call, maybe gains a yard on the play. And fumble on the field recovered by Timber Creek. Confirmed by the referees. Marcus Upton comes up with it on the carry by Clemens, and it's a fumble. The Chargers go back on offense. Check it out on the Game Changer replay. See what happened here. Just a new design for the Blue Devils. It was a handoff to Clemens, and coming in is Marcus Upton, forcing the ball out. And it's Chargers ball deep in Hammonton territory. So a disappointing end to the drive for the Hammonton offense. Now the defense looking to pick them up and force another punt. Hofacker in the shotgun. Looking right. Slings it across the field and incomplete. Intended for Kasim Khan. He was going to the air there, looking for the touchdown. Check that, Karan Brookins. Had a wide open man near midfield. So going to the air on first down. We'll see what the Chargers do here on second down. Conway, the running back in the backfield for the Chargers. Man in motion. Hofacker with the the handoff to Conway. Maybe he gains a yard, and some extracurriculars on the field in the secondary. And some more back and forth conversations between the Blue Devils and the Chargers. And referees trying to break it up again and probably having a word with each team. Chargers deep in their own territory. It's 3rd and 11. Hofacker on the goal line taking this snap. Trying the hard count to get a little room. Looking left. Fires it left, and that one incomplete. Good coverage on the play by the Hammonton defense. Camargo included, and another extracurricular right in front of the Timber Creek bench. The sense of a rivalry here as the Blue Devils force another 3 and out. Victor Okendo in the back of his end zone to punt this one away. Kenny Smith waiting to receive. Nearly blocked there in the end zone, and that punt will roll to about the 39-yard line. So good field position as the Blue Devils take over on offense. So back and forth first quarter. The Blue Devils defense has forced 2 3 and outs. Offense coughed it up deep in Timber Creek territory on their first drive. Looking for a little redemption here. Justin Dowdy, receiver right. Joey Gillen in motion going left. And it's a carry to Kenny Smith, trying the Hammonton sideline, barreling through the linebackers into the secondary, and he's close to a first down depending on the marker. So gain of 9 on first down for Kenny Smith, gain of 10 upon further review. So a fresh set of downs for the Blue Devils. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. Downey receiver right. Camargo and Gamble receiver split left. Craig gives it to Kenny Smith, looking for a lane, gains maybe a couple yards there on that carry. And coming up with it was Gavin Bates on the stop for the Chargers. So 2nd down and 10, no gain. And the beach ball continues to bounce in the bleachers here at Timber Creek. Big play for the Blue Devils here. Looking to get the scoring going here on the road at rival Timber Creek in a big late season matchup for the Blue Devils. Defenses look sharp. Offense looking to pick them up. Joey Gillen motions. Craig's going to roll out. Fires towards Gillen. Has an open lane as he gets inside the 5, pushing toward the goal line. And waiting for the call on the field. It looks like he was just short. And a flag on the play. Along with it, that'll nullify the gain. And it's on the Blue Devils. Check it out on the Game Changer replay here. It was a good play design. Craig just fired the sidearm to Gillen. Looked like it may have been a pass interference on Camargo along the way. So that nullifying the gain, and Hammonton will have another crack at it here. 2nd down and 12 as they move the spot of the ball. Craig's going to roll left, looking for a man. Running out of room, feeling the pressure of the pocket, and down he goes. Amir Reason-Dallas with the sack and a huge loss. Check it out in the game-changer replay here. Craig was rolling out, was looking for Caden Gamble. He wasn't open, and on the short it was Andrew Wayner, and just ran out of time. So now third down for the Blue Devils. Wayner going motion left. Craig in the shotgun. He's got DeAndre Clemens with him. And a whistle. False start on Hammonton. So a couple big penalties on this drive for the Blue Devils, pushing them back another 5. And the Chargers crowd getting back into it. So Blue Devils now facing a 3rd and 25. After getting forced back again on another penalty. Craig's going to roll out, looking to pass. Fires one across the middle, caught by Kenny Smith. Gets near the original line of scrimmage, then pushed back. As a couple of Chargers come in for the stop, including Amir Reason-Dallas. So got a good chunk of the yardage, penalty yardage back. We'll see what the Blue Devils do here on 4th down. It looks like it is 4 down territory for the Blue Devils as Craig's coming back out to lead the offense. Chargers defense coming up big on this drive, aided by a couple penalties that Hammonton's committed on the offensive front. Kenny Smith all the way out wide right. Peterson in the slot, and then Camargo. Craig looking to pass here on 4th down. Looking to the air, throwing toward the end zone, incomplete. Peterson was his man in sight, and the pass falls incomplete. And a turnover on downs for the Blue Devils. Chargers take over. So Chargers taking over. And senior night tonight here at Timber Creek Regional High School for the 5-0 Chargers. And Hofacker leads the Chargers offense back on the field. Hammonton's D has forced 2 3-and-outs and looking for the exact result here or something similar. Hofacker's going to hand it off. Conway on the carry. And Conway may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chargers offense looking to ignite something here and get across the field. We saw a pass on the last drive where Hofacker tried to find Brookins in midfield and just overthrew him. Hofacker's got Conway, and he's the one who gets the carry. On back-to-back plays, it's a run, and not much of a gain there for Conway. So a 3rd down play upcoming, and Clemens nearly moved on the Hammonton front. Now Hofacker changing signals at the line. Big 3rd down play. Hofacker looking to the air. Slings it right. Catch made. Stop made by Peterson. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Chargers. 4th and short. Chargers have punted on back-to-back 3-and-outs. And see what they do here. Offense staying on the field for Timber Creek. Could be a scenario where Timber Creek's trying to draw Hammonton off sides on a hard count. And they're going to let the first quarter clock run out instead. It's been a defensive battle between Hammonton and Timber Creek. We're going to the 2nd quarter. You're watching Hammonton High School football on BFA Sports.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh.
Big play upcoming, fourth down for Timber Creek as we begin the second quarter. I'm Vin Abenu. Thanks for joining us here on BFA Sports tonight for this Hammonton-Timber Creek battle. And the offense was hanging around there as the first quarter clock came to a close. Looks like a hard count. Joey Gillen hovering the line there. Offense staying out there as Hofacker looking to pass. On fourth down, pass incomplete, nearly intercepted by Dowdy. He was looking for Amir Reason Dallas on the play, and a turnover on downs for Timber Creek, a risky call. Hammonton gets the ball again in Chargers territory after back-to-back turnover on downs. So Hammonton will take over in favorable field position. Anthony Mento running off for Hammonton. So let's see what the Blue Devils and Drew Craig dial up here in Charger territory. Three receivers split right. Craig in the shotgun. He's got Clemens in the backfield. He's going to pass in the flat to Kenny Smith. Looking to find a lane, having trouble doing so, and carried back behind the line of scrimmage by a couple Chargers defenders. Ashawn Daver on the stop among them for Timber Creek. So the Chargers defense starting to sniff out the screen plays that Hammonton's been running on occasion in these three offensive drives to this point. And another penalty on Hammonton. Illegal block in the back. So their third penalty, two on the defensive side of things, and another one here on offense. Check that third one on the offense. It's been a defensive battle so far between the Chargers and the Blue Devils. And that'll push Hammonton back beyond midfield. Three receivers set. It's to Camargo in the flat. He can't come up with it. Are they ruling it a fumble? Now they're ruling it an incomplete pass, and that's what it looked like. That's what it is. Camargo feeling the pressure there with a couple cornerbacks coming up behind him and unable to make the play. So Hammonton's staying in the flat. We'll see if they end up going back to the air and trying to get something downfield. Second down and 20. Kenny Smith, Camargo, and Ethan Peterson, all receivers split out to the left. Craig hands it off to Clemens. He's going to try that right side and maybe gains a couple on a second down play. Stopped on the play by a few Chargers there. That'll bring up third and long for Hammonton. And that penalty looming large here on this third offensive drive for the Blue Devils early in the second quarter. Of both teams tonight, Hammonton's had the best opportunities offensively to drive the ball down the field. They fumbled on their opening drive. Chargers haven't been able to push the ball past midfield on offense. So it's been great play by the Chargers and Blue Devils defenses thus far. On a third and long, Kenny Smith on the carry, just trying to gain some yardage here. And after a gain of maybe 6, he's pushed down. And that looks like it'll send out the punting unit for Hammonton. Smart play here on a 4th and 13. Craig handling the punting duties as well, as always for Hammonton. And we'll see if Hammonton tries to get creative here. Their best bet probably just to punt it away. And that's what Craig will do. High end over end punt, and ball goes out of bounds near the 15. So the Chargers back on offense after forcing the Blue Devils to punt. And we'll see if the Chargers can get anything going offensively here. And Hammonton's been a tough out here on defense. And coming into the game, 93 points allowed, but only 47 of those 93 were back in week 1 at Cherokee. Outside of that, their defense has not allowed more than 26, which was the following week in a win, or check that at 12. Yeah, their defense hasn't given up more than 14, which was the Eastern game. So Hammonton's defense, since that Cherokee game, has really tightened up. On a first down play, it's a handoff for Conway. Conway finds a lane before he's stopped after a gain of maybe 5. Ryland Smith on the stop for the Blue Devils. So Chargers going back to the run, and Conway getting the rock again here on 2nd down. Close to the first down. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like we got another flag on the play. We'll see flag thrown near the Hammonton sideline. This could be a sideline warning. No, looks like a penalty on Timber Creek. On Hammonton, 12 men on the field. So the referee started going back, and then he went forward. So another big penalty looming for Hammonton. They're 4th in the last few minutes. Conway for a 3rd straight play, and Hammonton sniffs it out. Big stop on the play from the line. Cameron Broadnax for the Blue Devils. As the Chargers have run the ball 3 consecutive plays, and the Blue Devils starting to figure that out. 2nd down and 8. Hofacker's going to hand it off. Amir Reason Dallas looking for a lane and doesn't find much of one before he's stopped by Ryland Smith. So 3rd and 6 for the Chargers here. Inside their own territory, not 4-down territory. So Hammonton looking for a big stop here. Big play for the Chargers on offense, and it's Conway getting the carry. Stopped in the backfield. Gillen, Wayner there on the stop. Peterson there as well. Stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, and it looks like the Chargers will punt. See if we can check out that 3rd down play here in the game-changer replay. Another big stop for the Hammonton Blue Devils, not letting the penalty affect them. And that's the Blue Devils. Teamwork stopping the ball carrier, Conway, in the backfield. Hammonton's defense holding up strong. That punt kind of bounces there, and Kenny Smith will just let the Chargers touch it. Blue Devils take over on offense once again. The 23 and a flag on the play. It's been Hammonton who's been at the losing end, or so to speak, of these penalties. We'll see who this is on. Waiting for the call from the head official. Holding on the Blue Devils, so that'll push them back even further on the carry. So Hammonton backing up deep inside their own territory to begin this next drive. Fifth offensive drive and a defensive battle here at Timber Creek. It's been all defense between the Chargers and Blue Devils. Craig. Couple running backs in the backfield. He's got receivers set. Clemens in motion. It's Kenny Smith on the carry, looking for a lane and doesn't find much of one. Swallowed up by the Chargers defense. Several defenders there on the stop, including Sayer Smallwood. So now Hammonton, who started strong and fumbled on their first offensive drive of the game, hasn't had the same momentum offensively since that first drive, and they've been trying to figure out what sequence of plays to run. As the Chargers defense has figured out some of their schemes. Clemens and Kenny Smith in the backfield. Joey Gillen set up off the left tackle. Clemens in motion left. It's Kenny Smith getting the carry, trying the right side, pushing the pile, gets maybe a couple yards back, but not back to the original line of scrimmage. I'll check that past it. Third and long now for the Blue Devils. Penalty backed them up field position-wise. Still in decent shape yardage-wise, but they got to get something going here on third down. Let's see if Craig goes back to the air here and tries to get the first down with a slant or something else over the middle. Smith and Clemens in the backfield, Gillen off the right tackle. It's a play fake. Joey Gillen on the reception, coming up big again, passing midfield. And Joey Gillen deep into Chargers territory and a big first down. What a catch by Joey Gillen. They went to him in an earlier drive to get a big play, and back to Gillen again here. Check it out in the Game Changer replay. In need of a big play, and the Blue Devils come up. Nice catch there by Joey Gillen in open space, and then just breaks one tackle, and a good stop by the Chargers secondary there, catching up with Joey Gillen, preventing a touchdown. And life and more momentum into the Blue Devils offense. Clemens on the carry and stopped immediately. Just knocked down to the ground by Sayer Smallwood. Chargers read that run play, and Clemens stopped. What do the Blue Devils do here? 2nd and 11. When they've gone to the passing play, which is what they did for most of that first drive, even though it was a couple check down passes to Kenny Smith, they were able to gain sizable yardage and chew up some field. We'll see if they keep going back to the air here. You have Gamble in the slot to the left. Kenny Smith is going to get the carry. He's going to try the right side and busts through for a gain of maybe 4 or 5. Bringing up a third and manageable for Hammonton. Under 5 to go in the first half. Similar in the fact that it was primarily scoreless for Hammonton in their game against Eastern a few weeks ago outside the Kenny Smith pick 6. The offenses were shut out in that game between Hammonton and Eastern. Hammonton looking to get on the scoreboard here and put up a big touchdown on what's been a mighty defense for the Chargers. And they want to talk this over before a big third down play. Timeout for Hammonton. You're watching Hammonton High School football here on BFA Sports.
The road to victory is a smooth one thanks to Bob Capaferi and family at Asphalt Paving Systems. From highways to driveways, that long-lasting shiny seal technology from Asphalt Paving System all started right here in Hammonton. Check out their latest projects at asphaltpavingsystems.com.
Big third down play for Hammonton back here, second quarter. Vin Ebenau with you. Thanks for joining us here. Friday night football between the Hammonton Blue Devils and the Timber Creek Chargers on senior night for Timber Creek. It's been a defensive battle. Hammonton's had a few chances to get on the scoreboard today. They fumbled on the opening drive and have been forced to punt or force the ball over on a turnover on downs. In Chargers territory, Dowdy receiver left, Gamble then, and then you got Camargo in the slot. Wayner off the tackle. He was looking for the play. Some confusion there coming from the Hammonton sideline. Craig hurries up to the line as the play clock's starting to run out. And that may have been the case. Timber Creek calling the timeout instead after Craig at the line. So timeout, Timber Creek with 4:27 to go, coming off the Hammonton timeout. See what Hammonton does here. It's a big offensive drive just to try and keep the momentum going. There's only so many chances that they'll be able to have tonight against a tough Chargers defense, who again has come into the game just allowing 38 points. 18 of those were against Rancocas Valley back on September 15th. Chargers have pitched two shutouts, 68-0 against Camden Catholic September 1st, 43-0 last week against Cherry Hill West. And the Chargers defense has picked up where they left off, shutting out the Blue Devils offense so far. So third and long for the Hammonton Blue Devils. Gamble and Camargo to the left. Wayner, number 11, looking for the signal. Off the left tackle there. Craig looking to pass to Camargo. Camargo finds a lane up the left side. It looks like he's got the first down. Stopped on the play by Amir Reason Dallas, and a big gain by Josh Camargo. So it's been Joey Gillen coming up with the two biggest catches of the game for the Blue Devils, and Camargo right there with that one. Now it's Dowdy all the way to the right. Got Gamble, Camargo there off the slot. Craig looking for the play call, and he's got Andrew Wayner off the right side of the offensive line. And Kenny Smith in the backfield. Craig under center, now backs into the shotgun. Wayner in motion left. Craig hands it off to Kenny Smith. Gets a good block. Pushes the pile for a gain of 5. And stopped by a couple Chargers defenders there. Brame Wynn among them on the stop for Timber Creek. As we get ready to touch on the 4-minute mark in this opening half. If you love a defensive football game, this is your contest. Hammonton's defense has come up big today. Despite a couple penalties, they haven't let that stop them, and the Chargers defense has come up big so far. Second and short for Hammonton. Craig gives it to Kenny Smith and doesn't get anything. Swallowed up by the Chargers defense again. Marcus Upton on the stop for Timber Creek. Chargers defense coming up big when they've needed to tonight. So a third and long now for Hammonton. When they've been backed against it, the Hammonton offense has gone to the air. We'll see if they do that here on a third and long. Although, again, back to their opening drive, a couple dump-off passes to Kenny Smith in the flat ended up for double-digit gains. Kenny Smith all the way to the right. Craig's got Clemens next to him in the backfield. On a third down, Craig looking to the air, fires it across. Pass falls incomplete for Ethan Peterson. That'll bring up fourth down. Craig and Peterson haven't been able to connect so far in the air. That's the second incompletion intended for Ethan Peterson. The first one was on a fourth down play on the other direction. That could have gone for a touchdown just out of his reach. So big fourth down play now as Hammonton's offense staying out there on the field. Now hard count. If they were able to draw the Chargers offside, that would get them a few yards back. Peterson, Camargo, and Kenny Smith, all receivers right. Clemens in the backfield. And it looks like we got another timeout. Timber Creek calls their third and final timeout of the first half with 2:17 to go in this first half. And a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout here as well. Hammonton High School football on BFA Sports.
Red Oak Builders is a family-owned construction and development firm headquartered in Philly. From historic restorations to multifamily commercial projects throughout the region, the Red Oak team takes great pride in building award-winning projects in the communities they serve.
Back here at Timber Creek High School, Vin Ebenu with you. Thanks for tuning in tonight on BFA Sports Senior Night here at Timber Creek. Big fourth down play for Hammonton. Craig at the line. Timber Creek wanted a penalty. Craig to the air for Peterson. It's a touchdown for the Blue Devils. And Hammonton breaks open the scoring here late in the second quarter. Craig and Peterson finally able to connect after two incompletions, connect for the biggest catch of the game thus far. So big play for the Blue Devils, opening up the scoring with 2:37 left to go in the second quarter. And the point after by Kovacs is up, and this one is good. 7-0 Hammonton Blue Devils on the road at Timber Creek. You're watching Hammonton High School football here on BFA Sports.
The D'Amico travel team puts all the work into making your next dream vacation a breeze. Their championship teams are MVPs in planning Disney, sandals, cruises, and more. Vacation isn't supposed to be a workout, so kick back and call the D'Amico travel team at 856-767-4399 or click them up at d'amicotravel.com to book your next getaway today.
Back here, Timber Creek High School following the touchdown to Ethan Peterson. Getting the scoring going for Hammonton. We'll check it out here in the Game Changer replay before the kickoff. You see Craig rolling out and then firing to Peterson in the end zone. And Hammonton on the board first here in this game on the road. So Hammonton will kick it away. So Hammonton up 7-0. So Craig will do the kicking duties as well as the punting duties and the quarterback duties. Kicks it away. And returned for a solid gain by the Chargers to the 35-yard line. So Timber Creek takes over on offense after a good return by Karan Brookins. We'll see if Hammonton can answer, or check that if the Chargers can answer back here. 2:31 to go in the first half. What's been a defensive showcase tonight between Hammonton and Timber Creek. Riley Hofacker in the shotgun. Conway is main back. He's going to roll out, though, trying to pass across the middle. That one fell incomplete. Baldwin, the intended target there. Peterson on the stop with the coverage for Hammonton. Yeah, Dowdy in the area as well. Second down and 10 for Timber Creek. To pass in the flat. Conway, the carrier, the receiver there, gains maybe a couple. Stopped on the play by Peterson. Peterson having a big second quarter for the Blue Devils. Obviously, his biggest mark on the game is that touchdown catch a couple moments ago. But he's looked rock solid on defense for the Blue Devils. He can play a mix of safety and linebackers, so he's versatile for Hammonton. Now in the free safety spot. Playing center field for Hammonton here on a 3rd and long. Hofacker to pass. And that one falls incomplete. So it looks like the Chargers will set up to punt. So Hammonton's defense answering following their own touchdown by forcing a 3-and-out. So Hammonton will get the ball back. Timber Creek's already used all their timeouts. Hammonton's got another in the pocket. Punt high up in the air. Kenny Smith is going to let it drop. And that ball will roll to about the 23. Hammonton will take over on offense. So Blue Devils taking back over. End of the first half. They got enough time to get down the field and put up some more points. If not a touchdown, they could always send out Gavin Kovacs for a field goal. But they would probably have to get the ball to the Chargers 30 to do that, at a minimum. Hammonton breaks the huddle here. They got a little time to work with and a timeout. Clemens and Kenny Smith in the backfield. Wayner in motion going left. It's Clemens on the carry, finding a hole into open space, tackled near the 30-yard line, 40-yard line with a big first down. Gain of 15 for the Blue Devils running back. He's getting a good amount of carries tonight. Check it out quickly on the Game Changer replay here. DeAndre Clemens, biggest run of the night for the junior running back. And on this first down carry, not much of a gain for the Blue Devils. Clemens not much there. Second down and 8, and Hammonton will use a timeout. So second timeout of the half for Hammonton. They got one more in their pocket to use if they can head down the field and get in the scoring range, or at the very least a field goal attempt by Gavin Kovacs. If not, into the red zone. And in a game like this is a big drive for Hammonton if they could put some more points on the board before the half. Timber Creek will get the ball to begin the second half. So it'll be important for Hammonton to try and score here and at the very least make it a 10-0 game. Couple big passing plays outside of the Peterson touchdown, was to Joey Gillen. When they were up against it and needed a big yardage play, it was Craig connecting with Joey Gillen. Clemens in motion. And a flag. And this looks like a pre-snap false start penalty. We'll see what the ruling is by the head official there coming onto the field. And it's on Timber Creek. So offsides on the defense. That'll help out Hammonton with a few more yards. So now 2nd and short for Hammonton. 58 seconds, plenty of time for them to get down the field. Caden Gamble all the way to the left. In a crowded backfield for Hammonton, Clemens in motion will go toward the slot. Kenny Smith getting the carry. Looking for some kind of opening, doesn't find much. Pushing the pile, though, trying to get the first down. And it looks like he may be a yard short. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for Hammonton. So Clemens has done a good amount of carrying. Kenny Smith, who's their lead ball carrier, able to push through enough to get close to that first down. This will be a big play for Hammonton here. 3rd and short to Clemens in the flat. He's short, and he loses a couple yards on a big 3rd down. Hammonton's got 1 timeout left to use. We'll see if they use it here as the clock continues to wind down, and it's 4th down for Hammonton. And it looks like Hammonton may be content with going into the locker room up 7-0. And that'll be the case. Hammonton Blue Devils score a touchdown, the lone touchdown of the first half, on a touchdown catch to Ethan Peterson. 7-0 Hammonton Blue Devils on the road at Timber Creek. We'll see you in the second half here on BFA Sports. Ready to go for the second half of action here at Timber Creek Regional High School. I'm Vin Ebenu. Thanks for watching so far. Thanks for joining us, if you're just joining us. We'll recap, a very quick offensive first half. The lone touchdown in the first half was by Hammonton on a passing route from Drew Craig to Ethan Peterson, as we'll see here again on the Game Changer replay. And it was on a 4th down play, and it was Craig just rolling out, finding the open man in the end zone there, and Peterson with a two-handed grab, and that put Hammonton Kovacs successful on the PAT. A few penalties by Hammonton that they've been able to get beyond on both sides of the ball. But the running game for Hammonton has pretty much been shut down tonight. Kenny Smith and DeAndre Clemens have had a couple solid gains in the run game, but nothing that's broken open on the offense. I mean, for Hammonton, for the most part, it's been a good chunk done through the air, and the Chargers have had trouble getting things going in the passing game. Most of what they've done offensively has been via the run. So it's actually Hammonton getting the ball first in the second half. I said there was the Chargers as we went to the break. So this will be an opportunity for Hammonton to start off the second half with a little bit of offense. Kenny Smith, one of the receivers back to receive, along with Josh Camargo. Matt Kelly will kick things away for Timber Creek. And a whistle as the kick went off. And this could be a motion penalty. We'll see what the call on the field is.
Go wide, John.
So right away to begin the second half, we've got our first penalty. So the penalty's on. Coach talking to the Timber Creek. So offsides on Timber Creek. And Hammonton elects to have it re-kicked. So it'll push Timber Creek back a little bit, and they'll re-kick it. As Hammonton hoping for a good field position to start the second half. Ball spotted on the Timber Creek 35. And take two. We're ready to begin the second half now. That one bounces in front of Kenny Smith. He's going to return it to the 30. Trying to push through to the 40. Does just that and gets to about the 43-yard line. So good field position for Hammonton as they send their offense out there for the first time here in the second half. Again, a defensive showdown in the first half. Hammonton was able to drive down the field a couple times. The opening drive ended in a fumble on the Timber Creek 20, and they had a turnover on downs. Hammonton had to punt as well. They've been able to move the ball for the most part. They just have only gotten into the end zone once and haven't really gotten into the red zone more than just a couple times. On a first down play, it's a run and not for much. As Hammonton's still struggling to get something going with the run game. And a big stop by the Chargers defense there. Short gain. Second down at about 8. And official timeout on the field as referee calls time. This looks like an injury for Timber Creek. Is walking off all by his lonesome there on his own power is Sayer Smallwood. Hopefully nothing more than just a cramp. And best wishes to Smallwood on a speedy recovery. Second and long for Hammonton. Going out wide is Justin Dowdy and Josh Camargo left. DeAndre Clemens to the left of Drew Craig. And now Kenny Smith a motion left as Clemens gets the carry, busting through the linebackers into the secondary, and he's got a first down near the 40. So a rock-solid gain for DeAndre Clemens. Had a one in the first half where he just kind of busted into the secondary, and a solid gain there for the junior running back. So it's been DeAndre Clemens and Kenny Smith getting the carries tonight. It's DeAndre Clemens who had a big gain there and a fresh set of downs for Hammonton. You got Dowdy and Camargo to the right, Camargo in the slot. And it's Kenny Smith getting his number called here and gains about 6. A couple Chargers there on the stop, including Gavin Bates. Hammonton's looked good when they've thrown it in the air, but there is the need to establish the run game. Kenny Smith, leading scorer, and has been held back in the running game. He's going to get the carry here on 2nd down. Up the sideline, Kenny Smith barrels through a couple linebackers there and gets a fresh set of downs. So just like that, DeAndre Clemens and Kenny Smith getting the run game cooking here in the second half. It's important to get that run game going, and it's important to get just Kenny Smith moving along as well in that run game. He had 29 yards receiving on the first couple plays that Hammonton ran offensively in the first half, but that was passing plays. See what Hammonton does here with a new set of downs. Kenny Smith getting the carry. Gains a couple before he's pushed out of bounds by Darnell Smith Jr. It's a 2nd down and 7 now for Hammonton. Slowly driving the ball upfield. It's been heavy run on this drive for Hammonton. Dowdy receiver all the way to the left. Camargo in the slot left. Joey Gillen off the right tackle. Clemens and Smith in the backfield. It's Kenny Smith getting the carry, busting through the pocket. And Kenny Smith with a big gain on that run. So it's been run. Hammonton can certainly go a couple different ways here. They can give it to Clemens or Smith. Maybe something like an outside pitch. This also presents a golden opportunity if Craig wanted to go to the air to try and find Camargo, who's in the slot to the right. Dowdy receiver all the way to the right. He's got his options. He gives to Kenny Smith. Up the sideline, looking for another lane. Gets close to the goal line and a little bit short. So a solid run for Kenny Smith, and now it's 1st and goal for Hammonton. And if the run is working, stick with the run. And I think that's what they'll do here. Question is, will it be Kenny Smith or DeAndre Clemens? Dowdy and Camargo back over to the right. Gillen, the tight end, right. Craig in the shotgun, in the pistol. Gives to Kenny Smith. Going to run right. Met by a linebacker right away and didn't gain much, if anything, and a flag thrown after the play, and another one. Hard to tell he was stopped. This could be a face mask penalty if it is what I thought I saw there. See what the penalty is. 2 flags thrown after Kenny Smith was brought out of bounds. Well, one of the flags picked up. Well, both of them are. We'll see what the ruling on the field is. Referee pointing toward Hammonton, and it's a face mask on Hammonton. Check it out in the game changer replay here. Big penalty for Hammonton. See Kenny Smith getting the carry. And it looks like Kenny Smith may have grabbed the helmet of the defender and knocked the helmet off. So that's where that flag came from. And the second one may have just been seeing what the first official saw. So big penalty on Kenny Smith. That'll send Hammonton back. And retry 1st and goal. Same setup offensively for Hammonton. Craig is going to roll out right. Look into the air. Look into the end zone. DeAndre Clemens, and he just can't come up with it. Wide open in the end zone. Great play design for Hammonton. Clemens able to sneak behind the secondary. Check it out in the game changer replay here. Craig had all day to throw. Threw a dart to the end zone, and Clemens just couldn't come up with it. And he knows he should have had it. 2nd and goal for the Blue Devils. It's a great play design for Hammonton. We'll see what they write up here on 2nd. 2 receivers left. Camargo in the slot left. Kenny Smith in motion left. Kenny Smith will get the catch in the backfield. He's going to run up the left side. He's got a couple more defenders. Flag down as Kenny Smith dragged down inside the 10. And this looks like it may be on Timber Creek. Marcus Upton upset on the flag. See what the ruling is as the official comes to make the call. Checking with the Timber Creek coaches. Now walking across the field. And illegal block on Hammonton. So 2 crucial penalties for Hammonton after getting the 1st and goal. This one and then the face mask prior to that. It's 2 big penalties on Hammonton. Check it out on the game changer replay. Let's see. Illegal block. Yep, there it is. Kenny Smith able to get upfield. We'll see what they do here. 2nd and long on a 2nd and goal. Craig to pass, finds Kenny Smith in the flat. He's going to run up the Hammonton sideline, looking for a lane. Nearly gets horse-collared as he gets tackled to the ground there by Zaire Green. Makes a stop. And bring up 3rd down. They're in Gavin Kovac's field goal territory, but certainly they'd like to get a little bit closer for him and certainly try to get into the end zone. Camargo steps out for the play here on 3rd down. Caden Gamble into the game. He's going to the left. Dowdy receiver right. Joey Gillen, tight end right. Kenny Smith goes motion right. He's looking to pass and brought down. And a flag thrown on the play is Raymond Wynn makes the stop, and another flag as he ripped the helmet off Kenny Smith. Check out the ruling on the field. Game changer replay here. Let's see what happened. Kenny Smith's helmet came off, and that's when the flag came out. And another flag came out after that. This could be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty as well. All officials discussing it near the 35. So looking for what's going to happen here. Personal foul, face mask on Timber Creek. And a taunting penalty on Timber Creek as well. So 2 huge penalties by Hammonton back them up. And now they're back in it after 2 penalties just on 1 play committed by Timber Creek. And that makes 4th and goal more of a 4th and goal. Getting Hammonton back in it. Those could be costly penalties for Timber Creek. 2 penalties on 1 play. All of a sudden, it changes the plate calling for Hammonton. This could be where they go back into the air here. The touchdown they scored with 2:37 to go in the first half, the second quarter, was to Ethan Peterson from not too far from where they're at right now, and it was on a 4th down play. It's been heavy run on this drive for Hammonton. There was that one pass that Craig threw to DeAndre Clemens in the end zone that he couldn't come up with. See what Hammonton does here. Check it. It's 3rd down. And it looks like somebody called timeout, or at least an official explanation. 3rd and goal is what Hammonton is looking at. An official timeout on the field. Or so we thought. The clock continues to run. Hammonton ready to go. Up against the play clock. 3rd down. Camargo, Peterson, Kenny Smith, receivers right. Craig to pass. Looking to the air. Fires toward the end zone for Peterson, and he makes the catch for the touchdown. And a flag thrown after the play. Peterson scores the touchdown. That's good. The flag may be what happened afterwards. And for the moment, it's 13-0 Hammonton. We'll see what happened here. The official ruling. Flag was thrown after Peterson successfully made the catch in the end zone. Touchdown is good. Penalty on Hammonton. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Hammonton. So Craig and Peterson connect again for the 2nd touchdown of the night. On another 4th down touchdown catch. Gavin Kovacs, PAT, is up, and it is good. 14-0 Hammonton Blue Devils on the road halfway through the 3rd quarter. You're watching Hammonton High School football on BFA Sports.
Ricky Moriello of Remax Community Real Estate is ready to dial up the right game plan to sell your home or find the home of your dreams in South Jersey. As a local Hammontonian, he is a proud Blue Devils sponsor and wants to team up with you the next time you're in the real estate market. Contact Ricky through his website at rickymoriello.remax.com.
Back here at Timber Creek Regional High School, Vin Ebenu with you. Thanks for joining us here on BFA Sports. 14-0 Hammonton Blue Devils on the 2nd touchdown of the night from Drew Craig to Ethan Peterson on a 4th down play. Hammonton will kick it away now. We'll see if we can check it out on the game changer replay here. Big penalty by Timber Creek, 2 of them. Got him to 3rd and goal in favorable position, and Peterson, nice catch. He was open the first time. He really had to work to bring that one in. And then the taunting penalty afterwards. But a big touchdown for the Hammonton Blue Devils, going up 14-0 on the road here at Timber Creek against the 5-0 Chargers. 5:52 to go in the 3rd quarter. And Craig getting ready to kick it away. Senior night, it's homecoming night and weekend here at Timber Creek. And the Blue Devils out in front. Craig kicks it away inside the 25, and this one's going to be run back by Karan. Brookins finds a lane, gets to midfield, and stopped there after a solid gain for the Chargers. DeAndre Clemens finally able to bring him down. So the best return of the night for Brookins and Timber Creek gets them into Hammonton territory. Chargers looking to come back in this one and put a touchdown on the board with still plenty of time left to go. Joey Gillen setting the defense for Hammonton. Got Brookins, receiver all the way to the right for the Chargers. Marcus Upton, receiver left. Hofacker's got a couple backs in the backfield. He hands it off. It's going to be a passing play down the far side of the field. Intercepted! Ethan Peterson, have yourself a game. 2 touchdowns on the night receiving and a pick to stall the Chargers' momentum right away. Ethan Peterson. Check out this on the Game Changer replay. Ethan Peterson coming up with the grab on the pass intended for Karan Brookins. Hammonton's defense has come up huge tonight, and that may have been the biggest play of the night. And just like that, Hammonton back on offense, up 14-0. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. It's a run play. Kenny Smith able to get a couple there. His helmet falls off. Flag thrown after one of the Chargers defenders threw Kenny Smith's helmet back a couple of yards. Kaisim Khan was on the stop for Timber Creek, and another flag. We'll see. As we'll check out the game changer replay while the officials discuss. And it is a face mask penalty on Timber Creek. The helmet of Kenny Smith came off, and then the flag thrown as Bram Wynn threw Kenny Smith's helmet back. So a costly penalty on Timber Creek. And that'll move things up a little bit for Hammonton. So both teams have exchanged a couple big penalties. Hammonton on that last offensive drive committed 2 big ones, and Timber Creek got Hammonton back within the red zone on a 3rd and goal on 2 penalties committed on 1 play. 2 receivers split out right. Pitch to Camargo, trying the right side. Gains maybe 4 or 5 on that carry. Stopped by Wynn, who trips over Camargo. Looked like the official was ready to toss the flag, but no flag thrown. 2nd down. So a solid gain on 1st down for Hammonton as they get going on another drive here in the second half. Camargo in the backfield with Clemens. You got Ethan Peterson going into the slot right. See what Hammonton does here on 2nd and long. It's Clemens on the carry, snuffed out right away and denied. Big stop by the Chargers there on 2nd down. Mackay Cunningham on the stop for Timber Creek. So 3rd and long now for Hammonton. On the road, up 14-0.
John, you can zoom out. That's good right there.
Hammonton coming off that 21-6 win last week against Rancocas Valley. They've got Delsey on deck next Friday in Franklinville. 3rd and long. Craig looking to pass here on 3rd and long. Slings it in the air, looking downfield. Caught, no! Tipped into the hands of a Chargers defender by Peterson. And this one's coming the other way. Baldwin gets to midfield. Joey Gillen trying to bring him down, brings him out of bounds. Flag thrown on the field and some extracurriculars after the play.
Go to the left, Stone. Yep. 1 take 1.
As both teams collided near the Timber Creek sidelines, officials trying to get the Timber Creek team back behind the line on the sidelines. We'll see if they picked up the flag. It looks like they may have done that. It could be a sideline warning. Officials discussing something there near the Timber Creek sideline. We saw some extracurriculars near the beginning of the game between some of the Hammonton and Timber Creek players, and that seemed to have simmered down for a bit. And officials discussing something here as they gather. We'll see if anything does end up getting called. Side conversation here. We'll see if the official makes any call toward the press box. Referee talking to the Timber Creek coaching staff. And not clear exactly what's happened or what's getting called here. Just trying to take a view here from what we're seeing. And some more back and forth with the referees in the Timber Creek sideline. Looks like Timber Creek arguing for a late hit. We saw that Joey Gillen was trying to drag the runner back. Penalty on Hammonton. And first down for Timber Creek. Certainly off the interception, and looks like the line of scrimmage will get moved following the penalty on Hammonton. Hammonton able to drive down the field, and then that interception stalled their efforts to put up a third touchdown. So the Chargers back on offense. And Hammonton's defense, which has pitched a shutout and played pretty well tonight, will be tasked with stopping a Chargers offense hungry to get on the scoreboard. As officials swap out footballs. And ready to go with the Timber Creek first down. And that's a run up the middle and a solid gain on first down. Going backwards. Gain of 13 on that Chargers run. And another first down for Timber Creek is suddenly they've got some momentum here late in the third quarter. And running the hurry-up offense. It's a run play. Gain of maybe a couple there. Couple Hammonton defenders in on the stop. Wayner on the outside looking in. Ryland Smith had the lead tackle. And Chargers knocking on the door here inside, knocking on the door of the red zone. Ball spotted on the 24. Receiver split to each side. Hofacker. And the pre-snap penalty. This may be a false start or a play clock violation. And it is a false start on Timber Creek. So that'll bring him back a few yards. Receiver split to each side. Hofacker in the shotgun, got a couple backs with him. On a 2nd and 12. Running up against the play clock. And it's a carry. Conway going to try the middle lane. Gets denied of anything further than maybe a yard by Anthony Leonkovich. It's a 3rd and 9 now for Timber Creek. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. This could be 4-down territory for Timber Creek. Down 14-0. Two receivers split each side. In the air. Hofacker to the end zone for the touchdown. It's Karan Brookins, and Timber Creek is on the board late in the third quarter. Brookins, who had a solid return, puts Timber Creek on the board. With 1:31 to go here in the third quarter. as confetti flies here on senior night at Timber Creek. Matthew Kelly on for the extra point. His PAT may have been tipped as it wobbles on through. 14-7 Hammonton. This one's not over yet. You're watching Hammonton High School football on BFA Sports.
Elevate your program's fundraising this season with Vertical Raise. Vertical Raise is the premier online fundraising platform for organizations of all sizes. Raise more money in less time with a local fundraising coach who works with you every step of the way to customize the ideal fundraiser for your program. Score for your team now by visiting verticalraise.com.
Back here, Timber Creek Regional High School, 14-7 Hammonton, with a minute and a half left to go here in the third quarter. And we'll check that a touchdown out to Brookins here in the game changer replay. All day to throw. Hofacker finds his man in the back of the end zone, and a nice catch there. Two hands by Brookins. And success. So Chargers will kick it away now, and Hammonton on that interception. The Chargers able to capitalize. Kenny Smith back to receive for Hammonton, looking to get a solid gain back. And Kelly will kick it away. High end over end. This one's going to go to Camargo. Camargo met by a group of Chargers there after a solid run back. Nicholas Trainer on the stop for Timber Creek. So Hammonton takes over on offense again. And we got ourselves a game, 14-7 with about a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Gamble receiver left. Gillen the tight end off the right side. Kenny Smith on the carry here on the pitch. Maybe got a yard there on that run play. Hammonton had started to build some momentum on the run game on that last drive and forced to go back into the air. An interception. And that stalled the momentum on what Hammonton was hoping would be a third touchdown of the night. Now it's a one-score game here with under a minute to go in the third quarter. Gamble receiver left. Gillen off the left tackle. Kenny Smith motion right. It's a carry to Clemens, swallowed up right away by Marcus Upton. And a big stop for Timber Creek as the momentum has shifted here tonight. Third and 12 now for the Blue Devils. And it looks like they're content to roll out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And that's just what they'll do. Chargers get one back after Hammonton scored earlier. It's 14-7 Hammonton as we go to the final quarter. You're watching Hammonton High School football on BFA Sports.
Calling the Life Brokerage team is the only call to make when you need to design a play to take care of your family now and in the future. Life insurance, estate planning, wealth building are just a few of the big decisions that the Life Brokerage team can coach you through when designing a playbook for your family's future. Grab a headset or your cell to reach out to Anthony Mento and his team at lifebrokeragellc.com.
Back here, Timber Creek Regional High School. Vin Abinu with you. Thanks for joining us here on BFA Sports. Hammonton Blue Devils on the road lead 14-7 over the Timber Creek Chargers, and injury timeout as a member of the Timber Creek Chargers has, looks like cramps, and he's back up on his feet. That is Brahim Wynn. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter here, and a big play coming up for the Hammonton Blue Devils. So 3rd and long. Third and 12. Kenny Smith in motion. Craig loses the ball, fumbles with it. That ball's on the ground again. And Timber Creek may have gotten it back. We're looking at a strip sack fumble here. And Hammonton able to get it back. But it looks like they're going to just punt it away here deep in their own territory. So a tough one for Hammonton on that 3rd down, and momentum has shifted since that interception led to a touchdown to Brookins for Timber Creek. And they're going to get the ball back with about 11 and a half to go here in the fourth quarter. Craig able to punt it away successfully. That ball drops down at the 36. Brought back by Marcus Upton. Looking for a lane. Driving up the Hammonton sideline, and a big run back again for the Chargers. First it was Brookins, now it's Upton. And the Chargers threatening on offense. Hammonton's defense, which looked lights out in the first half, struggling here in the second half. After an interception by the offense and then a solid run back, so special teams struggling a little bit as well, as Timber Creek's had a couple really good run backs. Riley Ofacker leads the offense back out onto the field. Marcus Upton and Kasim Khan, receivers left for Timber Creek. 2 receivers right. Ofacker looking to the air here on 1st down, and feeling the pressure, throws it out of bounds. Baldwin was the intended target there on 1st down. And it looks like Baldwin will be heading out for this play. Marcus Upton, receiver left. Karan Brookins, receiver right. Ofacker is going to hand this one off to Conway. Conway finds a hole, and Conway's all the way for the touchdown. And we're a point away from being tied up. Chase Conway. 14-0. Now it's 14-13 here in the fourth quarter. And a big, big touchdown. All the momentum is shifted to Timber Creek. Kelly on for the extra point. And they're going to wait for Bram Wynn to get set. Long count. And that one tipped and wobbles on through. And we are tied. 14-all with 10:43 to go in the fourth quarter. You're watching Hammonton High School football here on BFA Sports.
Since 1986, Dr. Stephen Ray and his Ray Chiropractic staff have been helping players, families, and fans stay healthy and in the game. Their tradition of personalized service continues in their original Sicklerville office, conveniently located to serve all of South Jersey. From traditional spinal manipulation to cutting-edge laser therapy, Ray Chiropractic has a winning game plan to keep you feeling like an MVP. Don't wait, they'll get you straight at 856-629-1199.
Back here, Timber Creek Regional High School tied at 14 after the Chase Conway touchdown. It was only a few moments ago that Karan Brookins scored a touchdown to put Timber Creek on the board. Hammonton led 7-0 at the half. Scored a touchdown. Again, 2 Peterson touchdowns. The second one came with 5:52 to go in the third quarter. Hammonton driving down the field. Interception. Brookins touchdown a couple moments later. And after Hammonton was forced to punt following a fumble by Craig, Conway able to run it in. And we got ourselves a ball game here with 10:45 to go in the fourth quarter, and that one's kicked out of bounds. And the subsequent flag that follows. Hammonton's been starting for the most part tonight in solid field position. That'll be the case again here. It's been a couple costly mistakes. One couple deep in their own, deep in Chargers territory. And then a big costly fumble by Craig, recovered by Hammonton, but it was a loss, and they ended up punting on the next play. So up 7-0, up 14-0. Now Hammonton looking at a tie ball game here. Three receivers left. Gill in the tight end off the tackle. Camargo in the slot. Kenny Smith in the backfield. Running up against the play clock here. Craig calling signals at the line. Joey Gillen in motion right. Craig's going to give it to Kenny Smith. He's going to try the Timber Creek side. Maybe gains 3 on that run. Stopped on the play by Marcus Upton. So a decent gain on first down for Hammonton as they're looking to drive down the field. Justin Dowdy, receiver left. Caden Gamble. Josh Camargo head into the slot left. Joey Gillen standing off the center there as Craig comes in. It looks like a Timber Creek defensive end, Bram Wynn, jumped off sides. And a hard count by Craig successful there as that'll move Hammonton up a few yards. And that may change the play calling here for Hammonton on 2nd and short. 9:45 to go, fourth quarter. Dowdy and Camargo, receivers left for Hammonton. It's a run play. Kenny Smith gains maybe a couple. Ball jarred loose. And it looks like they're going to rule it. Kenny Smith was down. Darnell Smith Jr. on the stop. Check it out there. Another nearly costly fumble for Hammonton. Kenny Smith looked like he was able to stay down. Spins around, and he was down, and that ball came out. So Hammonton does here, 3rd and 1. Justin Dowdy, receiver far left. Craig is going to give it to Kenny Smith, going to try to bust through the middle, and it looks like he was denied of the first down marker and then dragged back. And a fumble on the play as well, and the Chargers recover. And another costly mistake for Hammonton here in the second half. Check it out on the game changer replay. He was down on the play before, fumbled this time, ball clearly loose as we check it out on the replay. Picked up by Ashawn Dever. And it's been all Timber Creek for the last 10 minutes of action. Hammonton unable to get anything going offensively. A couple costly turnovers has gotten Timber Creek back into it. Holfacker again leads the offense back out on the field. Karan Brookins, receiver far right. Gavin Bates rolls off the tackle. On a first down play, it's a run to Conway. Conway met immediately, but able to gain a few yards there. Stopped on the play by Gabriel Weiner. And a hurry-up offense here for the Chargers with 8:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Conway again, left side. Knocks into Kenny Smith, who stops him there after a short gain. Flag on the play with 8:13 to go. See what the call on the field is. And this one's coming back. Illegal block in the back on Timber Creek. Tied at 14 with 8:13 to go here in the fourth quarter. Holfacker into the shotgun. 4-receiver set. Let's see if the Chargers go to the air here. It's a play fake. Holfacker down the field. Brookins! And he made the catch! Karan Brookins! What a catch by the Chargers wide receiver! The dagger by Timber Creek. First and goal for the Chargers. Pass all the way. And Holfacker able to hit up Brookins. Under 7.5 to go, fourth quarter. And timeout called. Check out the Brookins catch on the game changer replay. Holfacker, plenty of time to throw and able to find Brookins. Oh, man, what a one-handed grab. Dowdy covering there. Able to see it on the game changer replay. Timeout called on the field. Hammonton defense struggling here since midway through the third quarter. That interception by Craig changed all the momentum with Hammonton up 14-0. Chargers able to drive down the field, score one touchdown toward the end of the third quarter, another with a minute 17 to open up the fourth quarter, and then that big catch there by Brookins, and Timber Creek again knocking on the door. First and goal for Timber Creek. Brookins, receiver far right. Holfacker gives to Conway. Trying the right side into the end zone untouched. And Timber Creek, for the first time tonight, has the lead. What a shift of momentum for Timber Creek. Conway, his second touchdown of the night. Kelly on to attempt the PAT. He's had a couple of them wobble on through, but they've been successful. High, up, wobbles again, and it's good. 21-14, Timber Creek shut out in the first half. They've put on an offensive and defensive clinic here in the second half. They lead by 7. You're watching Hammonton High School football on BFA Sports.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half-pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sheesh.
Back here, Timber Creek High School. Vin Ebanu with you. Chase Conway's second touchdown of the night. And Timber Creek up 21-14. Check it out on the Game Changer replay. Untouched. 14-0 Hammonton midway through the third quarter. It's been all Timber Creek ever since. And we've got ourselves a ball game here with just over 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Kelly will kick it away. And a squib kick picked up at the 30 by Clemens. Able to gain maybe about 7 on that run back. Stopped by Baldwin, and Hammonton looking to tie this thing up. Feeling the pressure on offense. It's been a total momentum shift. Eerily similar to what happened in the Cherokee game. Hammonton led 7-6 at halftime. 34 points in the third quarter by Cherokee that night en route to a 47-7 stinging victory. On first down, Craig to Kenny Smith, and that ball hit the ground. So an incomplete pass on first down. The 4-2 Blue Devils against the 5-0 Chargers. Momentum on the side at Timber Creek. And Hammonton's trying to climb uphill. 6:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. The turnover is looming large for Hammonton here in the second half. Looks like an official timeout to reset the clock. 7:06 now in the fourth quarter. Second down and long for Hammonton. Craig rolls left, looking for an opening, and that one nearly picked off as he was trying to get it to Camargo. Marcus Upton nearly took it away for the Chargers and forced another turnover. Third down and 10. Hammonton suddenly going back to the air here. They need to convert. Passing situation. This could be a situation as well where they did what they did on the opening drive of the game, where they just found Kenny Smith in the flat and he was able to get 13 yards and 14 yards. Kenny Smith lining up as a receiver there, far right, to the left of your screen. Now Clemens motion right. Craig to pass. Dumps it off to Joey Gillen in the flat, and he drops it. Can't come up with it, and Hammonton now facing a 4th and 10. And they may have to punt. Craig will step back to punt here. Now really a situation where you could fake. Although Craig, who is the quarterback, is also the punter. Breon Cobbs, bottom of your screen, number 1 for Hammonton. If they were to do a fake, he would be one of the likely receivers that Craig would throw to. Let's see what Craig does. He punts it away. And that one will roll out of bounds near the 27. So Timber Creek takes back over on offense here. 6:47 to go in the fourth quarter, up by 7. In a total shift of momentum here in the second half. And the Hammonton sideline stunned. And the defense in need of a big stop here. Seven-point game, under 7 to go. Facker's going to hand it off to Conway. Conway able to get a nice gain there on first down. Stopped on the play by Ryland Smith. Bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Chargers. Timber Creek trying to eat up as much clock as possible here in the fourth quarter. Timber Creek able to drive down the field and score a touchdown. That would be the ultimate dagger in this comeback. Hoffacker in the shotgun. In the pistol now. Eating up as much clock as possible. Conway on the carry. Swallowed up in the backfield. DeAndre Clemens and Ryland Smith on the stop. So 3rd down and 11 after that loss. And a big 3rd down play here for Timber Creek. And they're going to chew up some more clock here before this 3rd down play. Receivers split to each side. Hoffacker keeping an eye on the play clock. Sends Baldwin in motion, gives to Conway. Conway trying the left side. Gains about 4 or 5 there. Knocked out of bounds by Wayner. They end up gaining 9 there. So 4th and 2, under 5 to go. Timeout, official timeout called on the field. And a big play coming up here on 4th down. As Timber Creek continues to chew up clock after getting the ball back. Senior night here at Timber Creek, homecoming weekend. Timber Creek coming off the 43-0 victory last week against Cherry Hill West. 5-0 on the season. Prior to that, they beat Rancocas Valley 21-18, Willingboro 16-14, Camden Catholic 68-0. They won their opener against Highland Regional 34-6. Hammonton 35-0 against St. John Vianney. Tough loss against Cherokee 47-7 week 1, and then another loss to Mainland 14-7 a couple weeks ago. Timber Creek to punt. Kenny Smith back to receive. He's going to let it roll. As Darnell Smith will touch it up there, and Hammonton will take over on offense with 4:50 to go in the fourth quarter, down by 7. And what does Hammonton do here on offense? With enough time to get down the field and score a touchdown to tie it up. How do they use the timeouts to save enough in case Timber Creek runs down the field when they get the ball back? We got ourselves a ball game late here in the fourth quarter. Gamble receiver far left for Hammonton. Camargo in the slot left. Gillen lining up off the right tackle. Kenny Smith on the carry, trying the A-gap hole and not able to get much. Stopped on the play by a couple of Chargers defenders. Mackay Cunningham among them. As the clock continues to run here in the fourth quarter. Timber Creek ran somewhat of a hurry-up offense when they were going down the field to try and keep the momentum. The clock continues to roll here as Hammonton, on a 2nd and 11, tries to get something going. Kenny Smith will get the carry. He's going to try the right side and stopped after a quick gain by Darnell Smith Jr. That'll bring up a 3rd and long for Hammonton. With their timeouts left to use. Third down and 7 for the Blue Devils. See if they go back to the air here. Dowdy receiver right. Gamble receiver far left. Camargo in the slot. Gillen off the tackle. Kenny Smith will get the carry on 3rd down and gains a couple, but not near the first down marker. Obviously 4-down territory here, down by 7 with about 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. So Hammonton hoping that the run game would find a lane, and now they have to go to the air. This is the game. 4th down and 5. And a timeout. Timber Creek calling the timeout as they want to reconvene and figure out what they want to do. We'll take a quick timeout as well. You're watching Hammonton High School football on BFA Sports.
Since 1952, the DiDonato Family Fun Center has been the place to take your team for bowling, food, drinks, and now even ice cream. 26 lanes, the Alley Bar and Grill, pin deck ice cream, arcade games, and more, all in store for you at the DiDonato Family Fun Center. It's on the White Horse Pike in Hammonton, and you can check them out online at DiDonatoFunCenter.com.
Back here, Timber Creek High School, Vin Ebonu with you. Thanks for joining us here on BFA Sports. Friday night football and a big matchup coming in. Timber Creek 5-0, leading 21-0, 21 unanswered points after Hammonton put up a 14 spot between the 2nd and 3rd quarters. Craig on 4th and 5 gets dragged down. And that may have been the dagger for Timber Creek. Bram Wynn on the sack. And that's a turnover on downs. Check it out on the Game Changer replay. See Craig rolling out, feeling the pressure. Almost looks like he may have gotten tripped up by his own man. And Timber Creek takes over on offense with 2:35 left to go. And just a stunned Hammonton sideline. Led 7-0 at halftime. Scored a touchdown midway through the 3rd quarter to go up 14-0, and then the interception by Craig changed everything. That's a pass in the flat. And Peterson on the stop after a nice gain by Marcus Upton. And this will be Upton's unable to get up there. He may have an injury timeout after the tackle made. So Timber Creek takes a timeout to attend to Marcus Upton. all Timber Creek here in pretty much since midway through that third quarter. All the momentum has shifted. Peterson had an interception for Hammonton, then Timber Creek turned the tables, had an interception of their own that set up the Brookins touchdown. Made it a 14-7 game. Chase Conway had a touchdown minute 17 into the fourth quarter to tie it up. Brookins with a 40-yard catch. As you see, Upton able to walk off under his own power. And that set up the 5-yard touchdown run by Chase Conway. And that sack of Craig in the backfield may have been all to seal a comeback victory for Timber Creek on senior night, on homecoming weekend. And this has been a tough one for Hammonton. 2:27 to go. They have their timeouts. They need to force a turnover here and prevent Timber Creek from putting any more points on the board. Hofacker in the shotgun. He's got Conway to his right, and that's who's going to get the carry. Gets through for a couple yards. Stopped on the play after a gain of 2 by Gabriel Wayner. And a timeout called. 2:21 to go in the fourth quarter. Timber Creek may be forced to a field goal, but it would still make it a two-possession game. Hammonton probably needs to send the house here and try and strip sack or force a fumble somehow. It looks like Timber Creek leaning on the run game here late. In the event that Hofacker does indeed pass, it'll be on Kenny Smith, Ethan Peterson, and the rest of the secondary to try and come up with an interception. As Timber Creek tries to wrap up a comeback victory. Following the timeout, Hofacker leads the offense back out on the field. Third down and short. Rees and Dallas in the backfield as well. Conway to the left of Hofacker. He's going to run it himself. He's going to try the left side. An open lane. Hofacker toward the goal line and out of bounds. Gain of 11 for the Timber Creek quarterback. And the Chargers knocking on the door again. Looks like it may be, oh, nope, no timeout. Chargers offense back out on the field. First and goal for the Chargers. Hofacker. Conway. Can he do it again? Denied to the end zone. Stopped on the play is Conway by Cameron Broadnax. So second and goal for the Chargers as we cross the 2-minute mark in the fourth quarter. And Timber Creek in no hurry to score. Trying to run down as much clock as possible. Broadnax leads the offense back. Minute and a half to go in the game. Broadnax hands it off towards the goal line, denied by Gillen, was Amir Rees and Dallas. Gain of a couple. Third and goal as we cross near the 1 minute mark to go in the game.
Stay on your line, ready, one. Take one.
And Timber Creek could certainly take a knee here, going to victory formation. On the goal line, Hofacker keeping an eye on the clock. Down to 40. And Hofacker will take a knee. And that'll do it to roll out the clock, heading to 4th and goal. A comeback victory for the ages for the Timber Creek Chargers. Hammonton led 7-0 at halftime, 14-0 midway through the third quarter. The interception by Craig. Timber Creek had all the momentum going forward. Brookins, a touchdown. Conway, 2 touchdowns. And the sack of Craig with 2:35 left to go in the game ended it. And Timber Creek able to come back and hold on in a stunner on senior night and homecoming weekend. The Timber Creek Chargers defeat the Hammonton Blue Devils by a score of 21-14 and go to 6-0 on the season. Hammonton falls to 4-3. They'll be at Delsea next Friday. We'll have it for you on BFA at 6 o'clock. For Doug Stasic and our entire BFA Sports crew, I am Vin Ebenu. Thanks for joining us tonight on BFA Sports, and we'll talk to you soon.